So how does access of information or the lack of access to information give rise to conflicts or corporate governance issues? If you think about the system that you have shareholders represented by directors or officers, and shareholders generally have to make whatever decisions they can, the voting on major changes to the organization or voting for directors based on the availability of information. Corporate law or procedure generally allows shareholders access to lots of corporate records and information. Just the very nature of the number of shareholders, the size of the organization, it makes it difficult for shareholders to get access to the information or to have a sufficient interest to take the time necessary to review meeting minutes, to go through the financial disclosure statements, etc. And this is after the fact, right? This is a reporting after things have already happened, particularly in the financial disclosure material, backward looking rather than forward looking. So this lack of information can lead to apathy on the part of shareholders. It can lead to certain blocks of shareholders that certainly don't have a controlling share having an inordinate amount of influence in the corporation with regard to election of directors, et cetera. And then couple this with the limited right of shareholders to access the proxy material to give largely disinterested shareholders additional information on what they're voting on and what effect that could potentially have. All of this can create extensive problems. That's why you see things like proxy access bylaws becoming an issue and proxy advisory firms and things like that, and the increased focus of some of the federal and state laws on additional disclosures to shareholders in that way in order to combat this tendency. And again, couple this with large concentration of share ownership in institutions, in money funds, for example, can again further displace the shareholder from their role as the owner of the corporation and the individuals who vote for some of the major decisions, particularly the election of directors. So in that way, again, our system, the corporate system, gives rise to information distribution issues, apathy by shareholders, and again, which can cause a power concentration or a lack of accountability within the organization.